Hello, and thank you for joining me for another book review. What I'm going to be reviewing for you today is the Oscar Wilde Collection, published by Arcturus Publishing. This is a slipcase edition, and it is very lovely. Oscar Wilde is one of my favorite authors of all time. I haven't read all of his works, but I've read a great number of them. And I've read all of these included in this book. As you can see here, the slipcover is quite durable, made of good sturdy cardboard, and actually got a little damaged during the shipping, but fortunately for me, the book was not damaged at all, so that is always nice to see. Slipcase doing its job. But this book is very simple. Very beautiful though, stamped, kind of silver framed graphic here around the text, and the text is actually stamped as well in black. Very nice purple gel text material used on the cover and the spine. Shot of the spine here. And Arcturus, you know, I always have nice things to say about them. They make very fine books for a very reasonable price, so can't recommend them enough. Opening it up here, we have just plain blank end pages, cover page here, and the contents page. So give you this, you can pause and have a better look. What I was surprised to see, or not to see, I should say, there's no plays included, which I thought was a bit odd. I thought maybe, you know, they would have included The Importance of Being Earnest at the very least, but they didn't include any plays, and they've only included one poem, the Ballad of Reading Jail, here at the bottom. So I don't know, I think it's not the best collection, I would say, but it is still very good nonetheless. We do have the picture of Dorian Gray, you know, Happy Prince in the House of Pomegranates, but if you're looking for his poetry or his plays, this is not the edition for you. The picture of Dorian Gray is my favorite work by him. And I do like The Importance of Being Earnest as well, and Lady Windermere's Fan was also really good. But yeah, so that's all I have to say about the contents. Brief introduction about Oscar Wilde, just going over his life. He's a very remarkable man. And then we start off with the picture of Dorian Gray, and here is that illustration of Dorian. Wouldn't say that this book is lavishly illustrated. There are some illustrations. This is the illustrations for the picture of Dorian Gray. And the book construction itself is very nice. The paper is very smooth. The text is large. Well, maybe not large, but maybe medium. But it's very easy to read. And the pages are nice and wide as well, so it helps. So you don't have these crammed little columns. And it's Smith sewn with this really nice yellow, pale yellow headband, as you can see. And it does lay flat, so it's nice when you have a book like, it's quite wide actually, so it's not easy to read in bed unless you're sitting up and have it on your lap, but it's very nice, easy to read if you have it sitting on a desk. Turn the pages quite easily. And then the last poem, and the last piece is the Ballad of Reading Jail, and I believe he wrote this poem. It was the last piece of writing he did. He wrote it, I think it was like 2 years after he was released from prison. And very sad and mournful poem. And I do like that it is how they decided to end the book, much like his life kind of ended in a very sad and tragic way. And here we have some picture credits, which is nice because Arcturus, in the previous books that I've bought from them, they don't have the picture credits listed, but they do in this edition, so I do appreciate that, to see where the artwork has come from. Give credit to the artist, that's always nice. And then blank end papers on the back as well. So overall, I do appreciate this book. It's very nice. Arcturus makes great books. I only wish that they had included some of his plays and more of his poetry. That's really the only criticism I have to make. So if you're not a fan of poetry and you're not interested in the plays, this is definitely the edition for you. But as I said already, if you're looking for more poetry and plays, then there's the other editions available on the market for you to choose. So that's going to do it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.